All right, check this out. This is the FN 509. It's a 9mm semi-automatic pistol. This is FN's rendition of the Striker Fire tilting barrel polymer framed pistol. For my limited time with this, it is a fine pistol. I love how it works, love how it feels, great ergonomics, and it has some essential features that I think are critical in this style of pistol. This is a compact version for concealed carry. For me, it's still a little bit large for that. It's not a micro 9, but it's not full-size 9. But the nice part is you can get bigger magazines with bigger magazine extensions if you want. You have the threaded barrel, and that allows you to put on a suppressor. So because of that, you also have the suppressor height sights and the slide cutout for optics. I don't know a whole lot about the Viper from Vortex, and I actually didn't end up shooting it with the red dot. That's something kind of new to me, and so I just stuck with the old standby things I'm familiar with, which is the sights. FN stands for Fabrique Nationale. They have been making fine firearms for well over 100 years. They are a fantastic company. This comes no surprise that their name is on this. It seems to be well built and have a great build quality. It is a very comfortable grip. The texture is perfect. You don't really have any texture up here, so in the web of your hand, it's not gonna wear funny, but you've got multiple different grip textures that do feel comfortable in the hand, as well as seem to provide really good gription. When you remove that, it has the pink extender on it. You can really just get a 2-finger purchase on that. With this removable back strap right here, you can customize your grip. It's got the hinged trigger, but you really don't even notice it when you're firing it. Now, if you're sitting here and you're looking at it and you're thinking about it, you're gonna notice that. So it has a little bit of creep right there, and then a nice crisp trigger pull. It has a nice holster right here. I haven't tried it on for comfort, but it seems to be well built. It's got the FN branding on it. I really like that. It's always nice. Even if it's not going to be the daily holster you carry, I think it's always awesome when a company provides a holster with the firearm. The color on this, I completely dig. It's one of my favorite colors for firearms. The feel of it in the hand is fantastic. Even though my pinky kind of splits that ridge, you got to judge this for what it is, a compact pistol. And for a compact pistol, I think it's one of the better fitting that I've held. Take that up. Nice crisp break. Nice crisp break again. I think it's a very good trigger. I have no complaints about it. For takedown, you're just gonna lock the slide back. You're gonna flip down the slide release lever. You're gonna ride that forward. You're gonna pull the trigger, and then this slide will come off. I do believe everything's stainless steel in here. I believe the slide and barrel and everything is stainless steel. You can correct me if I'm wrong on that. The frame feels very, very strong. Now on your spring, this is a captive spring right here, but you don't really even have to push that. You just barely have to push that, so that will engage right there on the catch on the barrel. So that spring comes off. You got a dual spring. Looks like you've got metal and polymer construction on that. You know, even if you're not going to put a suppressor or anything on there, the nice part is without a lot of extra weight, you do add a little bit of length to that barrel. And on a pistol, every little bit of velocity really does matter. To me, that's a bonus with or without a suppressor. And then we have the inside of the slide right there. Now, I look at that, it looks like just about every other Striker fired pistol I've ever looked into. Looks like that's going to be a lot like a Glock, very easy to clean, not a lot of nooks and crannies. So that's a nice thing there. But this thing has got some heft to it. It helps reduce recoil. It's FN. You know they're going to be using the finest steels, and they're going to be using quality pieces and parts inside of them. It just felt like it didn't have any recoil. Hardly whatsoever. Super comfortable to shoot, and I think that has a lot to do with this slide. As far as anything different, nothing crazy fancy here, but the fit and finish is just fantastic. Everything in here is machined well. You look at this and it feels like they took pride in their workmanship. But these serrations on the slide, super nice. I do like how they've beveled the top of that slide a little bit, whether that is for weight savings or for looks. But I do like that. I think it looks really, really sharp. This goes together really easy. That might be one of the easiest springs I have ever put onto one of these. On the thread protector, it's got a little O-ring in there, so that keeps your tension. You don't have to crank down on it to get that so that it's going to stay in place while you're shooting. This has the Trijicon night sights. That is really my all-time favorite. I don't know what other people think of them, but I do like them. And on the front sight post, you also have that shrouded in white so that in the daytime, you have a very fast acquisition of that front sight post. And that white does not extend all the way to the edge. So if you do have a light background, you're gonna have that framed in black and you're still gonna be able to get a fantastic sight picture with that. I've never shot sights this tall on a pistol, and I think that was a little bit tricky for me. I don't know why, something was a little off for me. So for me, I need a little bit more time with this if I was gonna feel real comfortable about being able to shoot very accurately with it. I'm also very comfortable in the fact that I think that I could get to shoot this gun very accurately, very easily with limited practice and effort. We're just gonna lock that back to the rear, flip that up, rack that, and we're ready to go. Do a function test. So there's a quick take on the FN 509 in 9mm. This one's set up for suppressor. I think, even though I don't run suppressors, I think this is the exact setup I would get for if I was going to purchase this pistol myself. I don't think you can go wrong with it. One of my top picks, one of my top choices of firearms like this that I've shot. I appreciate Mr. B for letting me borrow this, take a look at it, and shoot it a little bit. I think the extra money is worth the FN name over some of the others that it's competing against in this highly competitive striker fire polymer frame pistol world. As always, keep your stick on the ice.